Pre-Sarah. No last name, just the girl who writes Seabrook secrets in the margins of her notebooks, pads barefoot down the hallway at 5:58 a.m., hoodie slipping off one shoulder, Dad's old flannel tied at the waist like a makeshift belt that keeps brushing my thighs with every step, 2 mugs steaming in her hands so hot the ceramic bites my palms just enough to keep me awake. The house is still asleep, only the fridge humming its low lullaby in the kitchen. The soft tick of the wall clock counting seconds like heartbeats. The faint creak of the floorboards under my weight that I know by heart now. The distant drip of the bathroom faucet I forgot to tighten last night, and the quiet rustle of the birthday banner still taped crookedly above the doorway. Fairy lights from last night's party string along the banister like sleepy fireflies that forgot to go home, casting tiny amber halos on the sage-green walls that seem to lean in and listen. The half-open sketchbook on the counter still showing the quick doodle of his jawline I did at 3 a.m. when I couldn't sleep. The pencil smudged from where I pressed too hard. The front door is cracked open. Harlan's boots thud softly on the mat as he shrugs into his jacket. Keys jangling in his pocket. The faint scent of cedar and engine oil already drifting in with the pre-dawn chill, mixing with the coffee's dark roast like it belongs. Like it's been waiting for this exact moment. You guys will never believe what happened. I'm Sarah, freshly 18 as of yesterday, and this is happening right now, 5:58 a.m. on a Monday that feels like a secret wrapped in flannel and steam, and the last echo of birthday laughter. The coffee is still scalding. The fairy lights are still glowing. The echo of his truck door hasn't even shut yet. The sketchbook page is still open to his face. The banner is still crooked, and the faint scent of cedar and engine oil is already curling through the screen, like a promise I'm not ready to let go. Like a thread I've been tugging since the porch step last spring. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, drop a comment if you've ever handed someone coffee and meant stay. Let's go. I reach the doorway just as he turns. Salt and pepper hair tousled from sleep, flannel sleeves pushed high, green eyes still soft with the last dream, a faint crease on his cheek from the pillow, a tiny scar near his thumb catching the fairy-like glow like a secret, another faint mark on his wrist from the night he taught me how to hold a hammer without bruising my palm. He freezes when he sees me. 2 mugs, bare legs, the hoodie sliding lower, like it's in on the joke. Paint smudge on my wrist from last night's late-night doodling. The flannel hem brushing my thighs. The birthday tiara I forgot to take off, still tangled in my hair, like a crown I'm not ready to surrender. Thought you were asleep, he says, voice gravel and dawn, low enough that it rumbles in my ribs and settles warm in my stomach, like the first sip of something forbidden. Bree, thought you were hungry for caffeine, I answer, and it comes out softer than I planned, almost a dare, almost a confession, almost a plea, the words tasting like the sugar I stirred in twice. He shuts the door. The click is quiet but final. He doesn't take the mug right away, just looks, really looks, like he's trying to decide if I'm a dream or a mistake. I feel it everywhere. The hoodie slipping lower, the cool air kissing my collarbone. The way his gaze snags there for half a heartbeat before snapping back to my eyes. Lingering on the paint smudge like it's a signature. On the tiara like it's a dare. On the way the flannel knots at my waist like it's holding everything together. He steps closer. Boots off now. Socks silent on the tile. Jacket half on, half off. The faint scent of last night's sawdust still clinging to the cuffs. The faint warmth of his body cutting through the chill like a promise. Black, 2 sugars, I say, lifting his mug an inch, the steam curling between us like a question mark, like the smoke from the candles I blew out last night. He exhales, half laugh, half sigh, and takes it. Our fingers brush. Static. You didn't have to, he murmurs. I know, I whisper, but I wanted to. Attention coils. Quiet. Electric. He sips, eyes closing, like the first taste is forgiveness. Steam hurls between us, fogging the air like breath on a cold window, like the way the porch lights used to blur when I cried into his handkerchief. I watch his throat work, watch the day's weight settle on his shoulders one slow degree lighter. Watch the tiny scar on his thumb catch the fairy-like glow. Watch the way his lashes cast shadows on his cheeks. Watch the way his free hand flexes like it wants to reach for something. Good? I ask. Perfect, he says, and the word lands heavier than coffee, lands right in my chest, warm and spreading, like it's rewriting the morning, like it's rewriting the last 2 years of porch steps and handkerchiefs, and unsent sketches. I wrap both hands around my own mug just to have something to hold. He notices, of course he does, and his free hand lifts, thumb brushing a stray drop from my lower lip, slow, deliberate, like he's painting the moment into memory, like he's tracing the outline of a secret, like he's counting the freckles I didn't know I had. You're shaking, he murmurs. Cold, I lie. He sets his mug on the entry table, slides his jacket off completely, drapes it over my shoulders. Denim on bare skin, heat. His hand stays at my waist, warm, grounding. Like he's checking my pulse to make sure I'm real. The jacket smells like him, cedar, coffee, faint sawdust, a hint of pine from the greenhouse, the faint trace of rain from the night he stayed on the porch. And it's too big, sleeve swallowing my hands, hem brushing my thighs, the weight of it anchoring me to the floor, the inside pocket still holding the handkerchief he gave me last week. Outside, the sky is still bruised indigo, the streetlights flickering off one by one, the first bird chirping lazy and far off, the neighbor's dog barking once, like it knows something's shifting. Inside, the only sound is our breathing and the soft clink when he picks up his mug again. You'll be late, I say. 5 minutes won't kill me, he answers. His mouth curves, not quite a smile, more like a secret. 18 looks good on you. Heat floods my cheeks. Flattery won't get you a second cup. Wasn't aiming for the coffee. The air thickens, sweet and electric. I step closer, slow, deliberate, until the space between us is just steam and heartbeats. Sarah, he says, my name careful, like it might bruise. I'm not a kid anymore, I whisper. I noticed. I reach out, fingertips grazing the stubble along his jaw. He catches my wrist, not to stop me, just to hold, thumb pressing the frantic pulse there. His skin is warm, coffee warm, dawn cool at the edges. You should go, he says, but his grip tightens, contradicting every syllable. Only if you come back tonight, I answer, bold and breathless. His eyes darken. That's a dangerous promise. I like danger. For a moment, we're statues. Then he leans in, slow, deliberate, until his forehead rests against mine. Coffee breath, cedar, the faint metallic tang of keys. Save me the last sip, he murmurs. Deal, I whisper. He kisses me then, quick, soft, like a bookmark. My hands fist in his flannel. His palm cups my cheek, thumb tracing the line of my cheekbone. The mugs clink together on the table, forgotten. Outside, the first bird chirps, lazy. Inside, we don't move. The kiss lingers, turns slower, deeper, like we're tasting the promise, like we're writing it in steam, like we're erasing the space between porch steps and now. When he pulls back, his breath is ragged, mine matching. Gotta go, he says again, but his hand stays on my waist. I nod, already missing the weight of him. He grabs his keys, pauses at the door. Jacket still around my shoulders. Still warm? He asks. Burning, I answer. He smiles, real, reckless, and steps out. The truck door shuts with a soft thud. I stand there until the engine fades, coffee cooling in my hands, fairy lights blinking like they approve. I pick up the sketchbook, flip to the page with his face, add a quick line to the scar on his thumb, add the tiara to my hair in the margin, close it like a secret I'm keeping for later. Sarah winks at the camera, phone propped on the entry table, red light blinking, battery at 12%. And that's how bringing coffee became everything. Seabrook's got a way of making early mornings spark, doesn't it? Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Comment your boldest coffee move. Just turned 18, just handed him the cup and kept the night. /P